Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today's pick a card reading is all about who or what is coming your way in love, the energies, events, and messages that are most aligned with where you are right now. So take a moment to settle in, breathe deeply, center yourself, and tune into your intuition. Today I have 3 piles for you to choose from, each connected to a unique energy and message. From left to right we have pile 1, pile 2, and then pile 3. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, trust that instinct. There may be messages for you in both. You'll find the timestamps in the description below. Take your time, and when you're ready, jump into your reading. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's jump right into it. The energy entering your love life is all about stability, security, and groundwork. Something here needs to be built properly. Whether this is a new situation or something returning, it's not something that will just fall into place without effort. This energy highlights structure and patience. If there's been uncertainty, that is being brought to the surface now because it needs to be addressed before anything can progress. Rushing into something without ensuring the foundation is strong will not work here. If there's distance, hesitation, or lack of clarity in a situation, it's because the groundwork has not been set properly yet. This card also suggests that your love life is reaching a turning point where the next step depends on whether this foundation is strong enough to last. If it isn't, it will collapse. If it is, this will be a time of steady growth. Right now, the energy surrounding you in love is disconnected, uncooperative, or lacking mutual effort. There's a feeling that something isn't coming together the way that it should. This could be because someone is not putting in the necessary work, or because the situation itself isn't aligning properly despite attempts to move forward. There's frustration here. This isn't a situation where everything is naturally flowing, and that's becoming obvious now. You might feel like you're the only one putting in effort, or there's a lack of teamwork in your love life, whether that's between you and someone specific or just in general. Right now, things feel off balance, and that's something that needs to be addressed before progress can happen. The person or energy entering your love life is struggling emotionally. They are coming in with insecurities, doubts, or a lack of control over their emotions. This is someone who feels intensely but doesn't always know how to handle those feelings properly. This can show up as emotional inconsistency, avoidance, or moments of intense connection followed by withdrawal. Their emotions are not fully stable, and that affects how they show up in relationships. Right now, they are not stepping forward in the way that feels confident. They are drawn towards this connection, but they are also unsure of how to handle it. This hesitation will impact how things play out. This person's role in your love life is to highlight the theme of giving and receiving. They are coming in with the intention of balancing something out, either by offering something they didn't before, or by showing you what true reciprocity looks like. This energy suggests that they want to contribute, but the question is what they're giving actually enough? They may be offering effort, but whether that effort meets your expectations or needs is something that will become clear soon. What stands out here is that this situation will reveal whether this person is capable of maintaining this balance long term, or if this is just a temporary effort. If this is a repeating cycle, you will see that pattern clearly. If this is something new, the way they approach this dynamic will show whether or not they can truly sustain a healthy connection. The biggest challenge here is emotional blockage. Feelings are there, but they are not being fully expressed, embraced, or nurtured. This can show up in a few ways. It could be someone is holding back their emotions instead of being open about them. There's difficulty in forming an emotionally deep connection, even if this has attraction or interest. There's an unresolved emotional baggage that is keeping things stuck. And because of this, things might feel like they're not fully flowing the way that they should. This could be something like someone struggling to let their guard down or not fully acknowledging their own feelings yet. The emotional connection is not progressing the way it needs to, and that this is what is creating that sense of delay or uncertainty. Despite the emotional struggles, this situation leads to a moment of victory, recognition, and clarity. You are not leaving this situation feeling confused or uncertain. There is a clear shift happening here, whether that means this person steps up and acknowledges this connection properly, or whether you recognize this is not something you need to continue investing in. Either way, you are in a position of power by the end of this. This outcome suggests that your confidence in love will be restored through this experience. Whatever happens, you are not walking away from this feeling unseen, unappreciated, or uncertain about where you stand. Everything will be out in the open. Right now, the biggest thing you need to watch for is illusions versus reality. The Magician reversed is a strong reminder that words and actions need to match. If this person is putting in effort, make sure it's consistent, not just momentary. If something feels uncertain, don't fill in the blanks with what you hope is happening. See it for what it is. If there is hesitation, avoidance, or mixed signals, don't avoid them. This is about making sure you are not giving away your power in this situation. If someone is stepping up, that should be clear. If they are not, then it will be just as obvious. The Magician reverse is also a sign that this situation is testing whether you believe in your own ability to create the love life you want. You are not at the mercy of this connection. You are the one in control of whether or not this aligns with what you truly want and deserve. This is a defining moment in your life. The need for stability is undeniable, but what's entering your life comes with challenges surrounding emotional expression and confidence in love. This person is coming in with effort, but whether that effort is enough will be something you clearly recognize. The emotional blockage needs to be addressed before anything real can be built. Regardless of how this plays out, you are walking away from this stronger, more confident, and with a clear understanding of what is truly meant for you. Nothing about this is unclear by the time it unfolds. You will know exactly where you stand, and you will not question your next move. That's what I'm getting for Pile 1. If this resonated for you, please let me know in the comments, and of course, like and subscribe. See you next time. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's jump right into it. The main energy entering your love life is completion, closure, and a turning point. Something is coming full circle, and this is either the end of a major cycle or the final piece falling into place before something new begins. This card shows that what happens next will not be a repeat of the past. You've already gone through the lessons, the ups and downs, and the uncertainty. What's ahead is different. For some, this could indicate closure with a lingering situation, whether that's an ending that was never fully resolved or a relationship dynamic that has finally run its course. For others, this is about stepping into a new chapter where you are no longer repeating the same cycles. What's clear is that your love life is at a major transition point. Something is completing and something new is beginning, but only one of them will continue forward. Right now, your energy in love is stubborn, but not in a bad way. I'm picking up that you know what you want and aren't willing to settle for less. At this time, you may be even more focused on your finances or career. I'm sensing that you have a specific way of approaching love, and you're not easily swayed from that. You might prefer stability, predictability, and control over how things unfold, and that's influencing how you handle romantic situations. Right now, you could be feeling hesitant to step out of your comfort zone or unsure whether to fully trust a situation. This energy also suggests that you liked things to feel structured and secure in love, but when things feel unpredictable or out of your control, it can create resistance. If something isn't aligned with what you believe a relationship should look like, you may be choosing to step back rather than forcing something that doesn't feel right. This doesn't necessarily mean you're closed off. It means you're selective and unwilling to invest in something that doesn't meet your standards, and that's not a bad thing. However, for some of you, it might be worth asking, are you holding onto a specific expectation too tightly? Is there room for flexibility in how love unfolds for you? That's what this energy is bringing to the surface for some of you. For others, you are just holding the line and making sure you're not settling for less. The energy entering your love life is imbalanced, giving and receiving. The Six of Pentacles reversed shows a situation where effort, energy, or emotions are not being exchanged equally. This suggests that someone is coming towards you who either wasn't giving enough in the past or is still unable to fully reciprocate now. There's a power imbalance in this connection. One person is putting in more than the other, or one person is benefiting while the other feels depleted. This could also indicate someone who has been holding back, whether emotionally, financially, or in terms of effort. If you've been waiting for someone to step up, this is a sign that they are struggling to give in a way that makes this feel balanced. The question here is, are you willing to continue investing in something that doesn't feel equal, or is this the moment where you decide that your energy deserves to be matched? This person's role in your love life is to create movement and transition. The Six of Swords represents a shift from difficulty into something smoother, but that doesn't mean it's happening easily. They are coming towards you with the intention of leaving behind the past, whether that's past conflicts, distance, or emotional baggage. They want to move forward, but this transition may not be fully complete yet. It could indicate someone who is trying to make things right after a period of emotional or physical distance, or someone who wants to leave behind old issues but isn't fully clear on how to do that yet. What's important here is whether they are truly ready to move forward, or if they are still carrying unresolved issues that could slow things down. The main obstacle in this situation is control, rigidity, or power dynamics. The Emperor represents structure, rules, and authority, meaning that one person in this dynamic is leading while the other follows, or there is a struggle over who holds control. This challenge could show up in different ways. Someone is set in their ways and unwilling to change. There is a need for control, either emotionally, logistically, or in how the relationship progresses. This person operates in a way that feels strict, distant, or hard to read. While the Emperor is a strong, reliable energy, it can also be inflexible. If someone is too stuck in their beliefs or way of doing things, it may make it difficult for the connection to grow naturally. The question is there enough room for compromise, or is one person's needs for control blocking progress? The outcome here is a romantic or emotional offering. The Knight of Cups is a gesture of love, an expression of feelings, or a movement toward emotional connection. This suggests that someone is stepping forward with an emotional message or an attempt to connect more deeply. There is a clear shift here. This is not a situation that remains stagnant. However, the Knight of Cups also brings idealism and fantasy. There is emotion here, but is it being backed up with real, solid action? Are they offering true stability or just an emotional moment? This outcome suggests that you will receive a romantic gesture, but whether this turns into something lasting depends on whether challenges in this situation are truly resolved. Your advice is to focus on true partnerships and mutual connection. The Two of Cups represents balance, harmony, and emotional equality, which means this connection needs to be built on a foundation where both people are giving and receiving in equal measure. This is not a time to settle for one-sided connections or to accept less than what you deserve. If there is a strong emotional bond here, it needs to be nurtured in a way that makes both people feel valued. If this person is showing up with genuine effort and emotional depth, then this connection has real potential to grow into something stable. If the imbalances from the Six of Pentacles reversed are still present, then it's time to ask whether this is a connection that truly aligns with what you want long term. This is a transitional phase in your love life. Something is shifting, either moving toward resolution or reaching a breaking point. The energy entering your life comes with emotional offerings and attempts at reconnection, but there are still imbalances that need to be addressed. There is potential here, but control, past baggage, and uneven efforts are factors that will determine whether this truly progresses. The key takeaway: make sure that what's being offered to you is real, consistent, and truly balanced, because you are not meant to keep carrying all the weight in love. That's what I'm getting for Pile 2. If this resonated for you, please let me know in the comments, and of course, like and subscribe. See you next time. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's jump right into it. The energy entering your life requires time, strategy, and careful decision-making. This is not the time for rushing, forcing, or expecting immediate results. Love is moving in a way that requires patience, evaluation, and a step-by-step approach. This card suggests that something is in the process of developing, but the full results aren't visible yet. If you've been waiting for clarity in a situation, it's coming, but it's not happening instantly. Right now, the best thing you can do is take a measured approach. Whether this is about a new connection or something ongoing, It needs time to unfold naturally. Pushing too hard or expecting instant answers could lead to frustration. Your energy right now feels uncertain, hesitant, or filled with overthinking. The Page of Swords reversed represents doubt, suspicion, or a lack of clear communication. This suggests that you are watching a situation closely but not taking direct action. You may be waiting for more information before deciding how to move forward, or you could be struggling to trust what someone is telling you. There is also a sense of frustration or mental exhaustion here. If a situation has been unclear, constantly searching for answers or analyzing every detail is only adding to the stress. Right now, your mind is active, but it's not bringing you peace. Something needs to be clarified, but that will only happen with direct, honest conversations, not overanalyzing or guessing. The person or energy coming towards you feels unstable, insecure, or emotionally withdrawn. The Queen of Pentacles reverse can indicate someone who is struggling with self-worth, personal responsibilities, or emotional availability. This is someone who may have a lot going on in their personal life. They can be overwhelmed by work, finances, or other commitments that make it difficult for them to fully invest in love. Their energy feels scattered, distracted, or unable to nurture a connection in the way that you might hope for. There is also a sense of emotional or material insecurity here. This person may not feel like they have enough to offer, or they could be prioritizing other areas of their life over relationships. If this is someone from the past, they are still in the same unstable energy. If this is a new person, they may enter your life in a way that feels inconsistent or reliable at first. Their role in your love life is bringing up issues with emotional connection, social dynamics, or third-party influences. The Three of Cups reverse suggests disharmony in relationships, disconnection from joy, or complications involving other people. This could mean there's emotional distance. This person may not be showing up in ways that feels fulfilling. It could mean there could be outside influences affecting the connection. Friends, family, or even past situations could be interfering, or a lack of true emotional closeness. This may feel like someone who is present but not fully invested in the way you need them to be. Their presence is highlighting imbalances in emotional fulfillment. Whether that's due to external factors or internal struggles, they are not stepping into the situation with the emotional openness needed for true connection. The biggest challenge here is time, waiting, and uncertainty about whether this is worth the effort. The Seven of Pentacles represents patience, long-term investment, and evaluating progress. This suggests that you may feel like you've already put in a lot of effort and are still waiting to see results. This situation is slow-moving, and it may take longer than expected to gain clarity. There is a question of whether this connection is worth further investment, or if it's better to move on. This is not fast-moving energy. It's about patience, waiting, and seeing if something will truly grow into what you want. The real challenge here is whether you're willing to wait, or if this waiting period is only adding to your frustration. The way this situation unfolds brings disappointment, emotional distance, or unfulfilled expectations. The Ten of Cups reversed represents a lack of harmony, feeling like something is missing, or realizing that a connection is not leading to the happiness you envisioned. This doesn't necessarily mean everything falls apart, but it does mean that the ideal outcome you hope for may not come together in the way you expected, at least not right away. There is a feeling of something not quite clicking, either because emotional needs aren't being met or because external factors are making it difficult for this connection to thrive. This could have to do with you both expecting to move forward at different paces. This suggests that what you want emotionally is not being fulfilled here, which means a decision will have to be made about whether this is something to continue investing in. Your advice is to slow down, avoid rushing into decisions, and recognize that delays are happening for a reason. The Eight of Wands reversed is a clear warning against forcing something to move faster than it's meant to. Right now, things are stuck, delayed, or moving much slower than you would like. This is not a time for impulsive choices. If something is unclear, allow it to unfold naturally rather than pushing for immediate answers. If communication has been slow, or someone isn't responding the way you like, pressuring them won't change the outcome. It will only create frustration. This is a moment to pause, observe, and wait for the right moment to take action rather than forcing progress in a situation that still needs time to unfold. This situation is slow moving, uncertain, and requiring patience. The energy coming towards you is not fully stable yet, and there are delays or obstacles preventing things from progressing easily. There is a desire for emotional connection, but there are outside influences, timing issues, and potential misalignments that make it difficult for this to move forward in the ways you had hoped. The key takeaway: this is not something that can be rushed or forced. If it's going to come together, it will happen in time, but if the waiting only leads to further disappointment, it may be time to reconsider whether this is worth the emotional investment. That's what I'm getting for pile 3. If this resonated for you, please let me know in the comments, and of course, like and subscribe. See you next time.